Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the video. It is your boy Joseph and our Jklenk here, and today we're going to be talking about the problems with Arsenal. So Arsenal on Roblox has been a top game for a couple of years now actually, and my first time playing Arsenal was actually all the way back in the beginning of 2019. So I have definitely been around the community of Arsenal. I have known a lot of the top creators in that category. I was actually in some of the tournaments that they were hosting, and I've also even talked to top Arsenal creators. And as a person who used to play Arsenal myself, and I actually got bored of it very, very quickly compared to everyone else, but I feel like it's still a good topic to make a video on and talk about because I like to have open discussions, and I actually want to make more of these type videos where I just do open discussion commentary type videos and you guys respond or talk in the comment section down below. So let's get started. Where did Arsenal ever go wrong? Well, Arsenal was always actually made to be a very limited game. It was actually just gun game, one team versus another team. You rank up, you get the golden knife, you stab somebody in the back, and boom, you win. The replayability on just that alone doesn't sound like a lot. And I think that's where this whole entire problem roots from, is that Arsenal was not made to have such a longevity as much as it has today. So turning a short-term mini game or game mode type-esque game into something with a lot of longevity out of nowhere is kind of hard to integrate because people love something about Arsenal. They need to keep that essence, but also redirect it and actually make it long, which is not an easy task. And I definitely give a lot of work to the devs and a lot of appreciation to the devs for all the work they have done with Arsenal. It's a beautiful game. It's really, really fun. And it's honestly kind of fun to play with friends. Okay, so now you guys know the problem. I want to address that with maybe a solution that Arsenal could do. All right, I know this has probably been said hundreds, thousands, maybe even a million times by now. But honestly, if they just updated it, did some more events, added more items in the game, continued more maps, and I get it, those updates will be kind of boring after a while, but maybe making a different type of progression system. Currently, we only have level and kills. That progression system is very flat and boring. There's nothing to really grind towards other than a higher number. And I think if they added a little bit of different of a progression system, added a little bit more updates with more content, more events, more items, more maps, more everything, I think this game could actually be a staple Roblox game. Now that is actually saying a lot. Being a staple Roblox game is huge. A game that could last literally through generations of Roblox is insane. Arsenal is not there yet. It's honestly pretty darn close since it's been pretty popular for about 3 to 4 years, if I can remember correctly, which is a massive achievement in itself. Now, I just talked to some top YouTubers of Arsenal actually right now, and they practically said that a lot of the problem was actually with this recent update. The summer update was a big flop. If you look at the player count graph, it dropped dramatically and fast after that update. It had so much hype, so much support behind it, and then when it dropped, it was broken, old exploits were back, and overall the content that was added in that update was useless and boring. Now, a lot of people are saying that the game is dry and it's boring. I think my first solution does and can help this game out a lot if that happened. But also, I do have a question for you guys. Do you think it is too late to save Arsenal? Or do you think there's actually some recovery that can happen? I'm actually genuinely curious because I think recovery can happen with the game, but I think it really has to step up because of the recent competition in Roblox. You have Roblox Bed Wars that is popping off and is blowing up out of nowhere, and so many of the Arsenal community is actually moving to it. And then you have Funky Friday or Friday Night Funkin', whatever it's called. That game that took a bunch of YouTubers away from Arsenal itself also. So you have these two massive competitors that are just sweeping the YouTubers, the content creators, the streamers, and with that, the community. Now, I do love Arsenal. That is why I'm making this video. Yes, there's going to be some criticism in this video, but if they can't take criticism at this point, that's on them. Now, we discussed what can make it refreshing and newer again. This problem, my next problem that I want to state, is going to be something a little bit deeper. I think they need to hire either more devs or get rid of some of their devs and admins and developers and all that stuff. Their entire staff team may need a rehiring or may need a revamp because it looks like right now that you guys do not care about the current state of the game. You guys have done no updates, no patches, no fixes to fix all the current and ongoing problems with your game. Now, when I was actually a content creator for the game, I actually realized this too, that they took forever to fix a lot of exploits. Whenever I would stream, I would either get an exploiter who would just, a random guy just stream sniping everybody in the Arsenal tab, and they would literally just just go in and crash servers. They would lower the frame rate, lower the performance of the servers, and overall people would leave my live stream because of that. That's kind of what made me stop streaming Arsenal and making content for the game. Because if they couldn't fix something that detrimental to the content creators, then they really did not care about us. Now, obviously, I am a small creator compared to others, but a lot of other top creators told me these problems too. And if they aren't willing to address these issues and fix these issues as fast as possible, then do they really even care about the game anymore? And that, I think, is the biggest problem of Arsenal, is that yes, maybe the game is dry and boring. I went over that in the first part, but does the team actually care? That's the real question now. I still know there's a massive amount of support in the community and a massive amount of players who still play Arsenal. So the community is there, but the team isn't. And that is probably something that's never going to be fixed, sadly. And I hate to say that. And I get it, times change. Arsenal gets boring. There's new games on the up and coming. Like again, Roblox Bed Wars, there's Pet Simulator X, there's Anime Fighting Simulator, whatever. All the games on the front page are great and they're honestly have a lot of quality to them. Not all of them, but some of them. I will give them that. But that doesn't mean Arsenal has to lose quality. If it loses quality, then it's going to lose the support of its player count. It's going to lose the support of all of its community, content creators, and people, and maybe even people inside the team itself. Now, maybe this is time for even Rolv to go and develop another game. If Rolv went to go and develop another game that is near Arsenal, near Typical Colors 2, near Unit 1968, and CBRO, maybe it's a mixture of all of them. I don't know. Or maybe it just has a piece of all of them together. I think they can really create a huge mega game that is just going to stomp on a lot of the competition. This is something so simple too, because it literally is a combination of all previous games. So you don't need more ideas. You don't need anything to be really even different. You just got to combine all of them into one, have all that player count on one game, all your support on one game, and boom, all your games will be updated. You just refresh the animations, you just refresh the graphics and maybe the maps on some of them, and boom, you'll be good to go. Now, there is other problems with Arsenal that I do want to address. Now, a big problem is actually the hacker problem. Now, I did state this again before. They have a lot of hackers and they have a different variety of hackers. But also, I have spoke to Roblox devs, and there is actually some developers out there who can actually even make anti-cheats for your game. So if they literally just hired someone to make anti-cheats for the game, it would prevent a good amount of hackers or an auto ban system or something that could actually lower the amount of exploits and people leaving the game because their servers crashing or their servers being laggy or there's a hacker in their server, whatever it is. Now, obviously the current person who's doing security on Arsenal is not doing a great job. Definitely think he should be fired, low key. Not trying to make anyone lose their job, but wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They need to rehire someone for security because, oh my gosh, that game security is trash. But yeah, these are kind of my top concerns with Arsenal. It's dry and boring, a lot of cheaters, and maybe the game doesn't care. And there's also an ongoing issue of competition. If you address all four of these problems, 4 or 5, whatever I said, I honestly think Arsenal can retake top page, can reclaim its old player count, and maybe even some of its content creators. Now, maybe not all of its content creators, because some of them are doing way better things in way better areas and getting way more views, but I think some smaller ones will definitely join you. And if the smaller ones join you, maybe they'll actually have a chance to grow and become bigger ones. Now, I hope some of you guys agree with me on this list and on this video. This was more of an open discussion, just talky video, because overall I do like the game of Arsenal. I want Rolv to succeed and actually make a better and top game maybe again. And overall, I think not even just Arsenal got boring and stale. I think Roblox in general got boring and stale. And I think that a new game made by Rolv or just maybe an update of Arsenal could revamp this and refresh this. So this is where my opinion is coming from. I am a content creator in the game, or was a content creator in the game. I was friends with a lot of top YouTubers, content creators, and a lot of people in the community. So I think my opinion is pretty valid on this, and that's really all I have to say. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys go check out my other video from yesterday, the problems with bad business, and go and leave some feedback and suggestions on that video too. And this is Jklenk here, signing out. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.